Man United kick off the campaign with a 2-1 loss at home to Brighton today. Very disappointing. The sun's shining, temperature's nice. New manager. The atmosphere was brilliant at the start. You're thinking, I know there's a lot of negativity. We ain't got the signings we want, but can we? Can these players just buy in for today? Put some effort in. And it just wasn't to be today. It was poor for a lot of the time.
Flex, man. I feel disappointed I'm doing this on the first day of the season. I'll be honest, like you said, the weather's good. Everything was feeling good. I'll be honest as well, like, performances in pre-season have been better. We always said trophies will come after, better football first is what we wanted for years. And I just feel today like that kind of all went out the window. I'm going to be a bit brutal, but the first 70 minutes for me was Ollie football last season. I just think there was no plan. I thought the players lacked confidence, the belief was not there, and I think bad habits crept in. I think what it was is that they tried playing their football in the first 5 minutes. Brighton were very good, they were compact, back five. They beat us last year 4-0, they know the blueprint as well. We can't change it overnight, we've got to be realistic. And I just feel like they got it right in every single area of the pitch. And I think what happens is with Fred and McTominay, because they're not great on the ball, they become impatient, they start reverting back to type. And I just feel like old habits die hard, and we saw that today badly, man. And I think if anything, like long term, it's probably a benefit, because if you win 4-0 or 5-0 today, just say if that happened, it could convince the board that, yeah, the squad's quite good enough, you know, the starting 11's all right. I think today, long term, could be a benefit, because we have to make signings now. We have to make drastic improvements. I was on a show with Marcel, big up my boy Marcel there, yesterday, and I said to him, are we in trouble about the top six? Marcel said to me openly, I'm confident, I think we're closer to top four. I said, Marcel, wait.
Marcel says a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and he's positive. I said, bro,
Marcel, don't take, it's a pinch of salt, you know what I mean?
He's my guy, man. And I said to him, Marcel, you look at it, if you look at our defence, if you rank that out of the top six, you're putting that in 5th, 6th. If you rank our midfield, you're putting that 5th, 6th. If you rank our attack, you're putting that 5th, 6th. Rashford, Sancho, Martial, pre-season, the drop-off, Elanga, Palestri, Ahmad, Ronaldo, who's not fit. I'm sorry, Flex, it's not good enough, bro.
No, it's true. Yeah. And I think, does today highlight the fact that Ten Hag needs more now? I'm interested that you said that you didn't see like much of a plan. I actually did see a plan. Okay. I did see a plan. I just saw players who couldn't implement it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, like the midfield pivot of McTominay and Fred, he broke that up. He said, Fred, all right, the way I want to play is with 2 8s. How many times, remember under Ollie, we used to be like, why have we got 2 DMs at home to X? Why have we got 2 DMs? He's going, I want to play on the front foot. But then, like a lot of people have been saying, you're relying on McTominay to be that guy up there. Just don't have it. Then you're relying on Fred to be the link between the defence, and it's just not really his game. So it's like a bunch of misfits, especially with a manager trying to implement a new style.
100%. I think what it was, there was I'm not going to say there wasn't a plan. There was a plan to the second, third phase of the pitch. There's 3 phases, and I just felt that every time it was Eriksen maybe dropping into the false 9, then Bruno would try to, and I just thought we were very like compact. 100%. You look at Aston Villa, right, and they play Buendia, they have Coutinho, they have Jacob Ramsey, a lot of inverted central midfielders. Like today, it felt like we just cramped the midfield. Lewis Dunk and everyone just pressed up.
Easy for
and there was no one in behind, and I just feel like people can walk away from this game and say Brighton were good. I personally didn't think we tested them enough, and I think that's our big issue. And I just think what happens next week. The worrying thing for me, Flex, is that you lose to Brighton at home, you go to Brentford away, which we know down in London, 5:30, tricky game. They come back against even the sirens there alerting us, but they come back from 2-0 down against Leicester today to draw 2-2.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, exactly. So like they've got a bit of confidence going into that game, and then we play Liverpool a week after, and then you're looking at 3 games, potentially 0 wins.
Could be an Arsenal like last year.
Yeah, it really could be, and I think. Have we got the minerals to sort of turn it around and challenge for top 4, which is what the board want? I don't think we do, and I think today we're in a battle for top 6, and I really am convinced of that. If signings don't come in, I just don't see how we get a consistent rhythm. Like you look at Man City, for example, and the Liverpools and Chelsea potentially. I feel like them teams can string 5-6 wins together.
100%, they've proved it.
We win 2, we draw 2, we lose 1, and the cycle keeps going. And I think in this whole process, fans need to be patient. I'm not going to come in here and try and be extra negative. Since Ferguson's left, I can categorically say this is the manager that I'm the most happy with. We've had Mourinho and Van Gaal and so forth, but Ten Hag I fully believe is the right manager. We have just got to be patient. And the worrying thing for me is I was in Stretford End today. After 10 minutes, Flex, restlessness. There was booze for Ronaldo.
I had it next to
What do you think, man?
It's that for me. I didn't get into an argument with someone, but I said, well, what do you expect? Like, I know you expect us to be better than this. I know we want the signings, but it's like you can't just click your fingers and expect us to just be different. It just don't work like that. It's going to be painful. More pain.
Do you know what? It's going to be
more pain to come.
More pain to come. And I think people have got to appreciate what we had in our times growing up, and we've got to suffer a bit more. But as long as we can see a plan and better football in 2, 3, 4 years to come, we will be in a better place. I think one big problem for me is that we need to address the midfield. We need to sign an attacker massively. Whether they get Sesko, whoever it is, they need to sign an attacker. But I feel like we're in a position now. I watched Dalot today, right? I looked at Luke Shaw when I think Molasse should have started because he played more in pre-season. And we're in a position now where, because we need so much, we've now accepted that, like, Dalot could be the right back for the season because he's better than Wan-Bissaka. The lazy argument, because he's better than Ethan Laird because he hasn't played enough games, obviously he's young and stuff.
It's by default.
But it's by default. Dalot, actually, for me, yes, he might be a solid 6 out of 10 in most weeks, but he's not good enough to be a Manchester United starter. So as much as we need to sort out the framework of the must-needs, we still need much more, and it's going to take a long time, Flex. And De Gea, I said it to Marcel as well, there's 3 things in the goalkeeper: you command your area, or you're a good shot stopper, or you're good with the ball at your feet. Alisson has all 3. Mendy for Chelsea has 2 of them. De Gea has 1 of them. He's just a good shot stopper. We've got a problem in goal, man, as well. Like, it's running from the goalkeeper all the way to the front line. Bro,
Loved you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Okay, make sure you subscribe, people.
Thanks.